4 things to stop immediately if you want to stay fit and lean in your late 40s. Number 1, do not skip breakfast, and I am not talking about the fasting. I'm talking about the regular meals. The breakfast should be your biggest meal, and here is why. If you're gonna have a high protein intake the first thing in the morning, you're gonna spike up your insulin sensitivity. And if insulin is insensitive, then even if your nutrition won't be 100%, your body will convert the fuel, your macros, into your muscle tissue. It won't store it as a fat. So that's number 1. Number 2, lack of preparation. You know what they say, if you fail to prepare, be prepared to fail. So the meal prep is your key. Here's the example for you. Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening, cook your meals, prepare your meals for another 2 days, for Monday and Tuesday. In this case, when you're gonna be at work and you don't have the time to find the proper food, you won't have to look for it anywhere because you have a meal prep in your lunchbox ready for you. Then Tuesday evening, cook for another 2 or 3 days. So that's your Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Friendly advice, I wouldn't cook the food for more than 3 days. The food after 3 days in the lunch boxes is not great, so maximum 3 days. So majority of you, we work from Monday to Friday, usually 9 to 5. So I know you have spare time to cook some delicious food, some healthy food. No starving, no diet. We want to just switch to the healthy nutrition. So that your weekday is covered, and now you have the weekend. So on weekend, really sit down to it, grab the pen and piece of paper, find the high protein nutrition meal plan but low in carbohydrates, and keep an eye on the carbs for the bed. Number 3, I fully understand that after the whole week you want to relax a little bit, you want to have a nice quiet time with your family or friends, and you want to have a glass of wine. That's all fine, but usually the weekends are dangerous as we tend to get absolutely wasted and drunk, and then we are sick for another 3-4 days, which means we are failing in terms of the meal prep, which means we drop into this vicious circle. So that's your number 3. Be careful with the alcohol intake. Have a look how much do you drink. Literally sit down with a pen and a piece of paper and make sure that the next weekend you're gonna drink a little bit less, and then the next weekend a little bit less, and then the next weekend a little bit less, until we're gonna get you to the place when you have 10 days without the alcohol, and then you'll be able to enjoy those without sacrificing evenings. And number 4, stop snacking crap between your main meals. So you've got a meal prep done, you are on the healthy nutrition, healthy lifestyle, healthy food, and then you cut down your alcohol intake, so that's another step forward. But then if you're gonna keep snacking awful things between the meals because you failed in terms of preparation of food, then whatever you're gonna find over there, it's gonna land it in your stomach, and it's not necessarily the greatest thing, isn't it? So you can still have a delicious snacks, but full of proteins, low in carbohydrates, no sugars, and low in fats, but definitely always aim for high protein. So here we go, you've got 4 things which we need to stop now if you want to stay healthy and lean and fit in your 40s. Okay, so a little summary for you. Number 1, do not skip breakfast. Number 2, be prepared. Prepare your meals for a few days, and in this case, you won't be tempted by the awful things. Number 3, control your alcohol intake. This is the big one, guys. As soon as you're gonna drop the alcohol, you see what will happen with the middle section here. And then number 4, healthy snacks. Make sure they are always high in protein, low in carbohydrates. Ideally, no sugars, low in calories, but always make sure you've got a high protein intake. Here we go. So you've got your 4 things which you need to keep an eye on if you want to stay fit and strong and happy and lean and proud in your 40s. Enjoy.